What's up, guys? Shouri here, and I'm gonna tell you one of the main things that makes me win as a solo, besides my skill, is the fact that you're gonna have good games and bad games, and that's what this video is all gonna be about. As you can see, I do miss some shots, but I always have the confidence to keep on going. This can be a detriment, like in this situation where I just think I can absolutely kill the shells, and even though it is in Diamond, I mean, it's not the hardest thing, so I am going to take more risks than I probably would in, let's say, a Masters game. But still, I mean, if you don't have the confidence to win, even if you shouldn't, you're not going to win the match. You always need to go first. You don't want to hesitate, because if you hesitate and they don't, they will always win the fight. And so confidence is one of the biggest things that I have on my side that a lot of people don't. Because no matter what you do, I'm not going to care. I'm going to go for it. But this can get you in trouble, and especially if you have those off games, you do have to take it in stride. But right here, I think I can kill that shell. Obviously I can't. I have to move out of the way because there is a Gloria. You don't want to be stupid. That is one thing you don't want to do. But in solo, especially, you have to do a lot, and that is where this comes in, where you got to be confident, you have to take the shots, you have to do a lot of work, and not everybody's gonna have 90% wins in solo, let's be real. But this applies to also if you're playing with friends. Just be confident and know that you can do it, because if you don't, then you're gonna lose. And so that is the main thing I want to say. Just be confident, and in this one you can see that I'm also being cautious. Just because I know that I can take anyone on at any one time, just to be clear, I can't. But in my head I'm totally thinking that, and I believe it too. Like, I don't care who you are. If it's Myron, I'm always down to play against Myron, because sure, he's the best in the world, but I can take him anytime. And sometimes I do, but a lot of time I don't. But I always believe that I can, and I'm never afraid to play him, and that's why sometimes I do kill him, because simple fact is, if you aren't confident and you aren't moving first and the other guy is, you will always lose. That's literally the main thing I want to get off here, because you got to be assured of yourself, and that's why I think I can just take these crazy shots like this, and it sometimes does work out. But we are able to basically just take out their whole team. And then we're playing around with this Judex. This is like the most dangerous thing in the world you can ever do on an Osus. So I just go ahead and flick myself out so he can't use the head glitch against me. And then I am insanely screwed here. And I didn't realize I was in the lob lamp. I should have stayed where I was at. But it ends up working out anyways, and then we are able to do some good damage to the Johnny Jet. I'm just trying to wait for him to come around, and I don't see him. Luckily for me, I don't know, I think they killed the JJ. I wasn't really looking in the corner at this time because, I mean, let's be real, like, JJs can really kill a Gnosis quick, so we were just basically waiting for him to go towards that door and kill him before he can go invisible. Luckily, our Ruby was giving me amazing shields all game, and then he goes ahead and takes on the Osus, giving me a free and clear way to get him. I realized that the flying right there was actually hurting me more than it was helping me because of that sign, and luckily we were able to hit a lot of them. A lot of them have like some invincibility, and at 100 health, I go ahead and hit my ult just to get him to go away. That ult was not to kill anybody, by the way. It was 100% to make them just stop trying to pursue me. And it worked out. It got me to get back. My teammate spawned. I was able to get the 16 streak, and the game ends. Shout out to both Jaw and Shadow. But then comes in Toast. And I'm not going to lie. After having a game, you go 16-0. I mean, it was an easy offense. I have all the confidence in the world. And the one problem when you have a lot of confidence when you play is sometimes you run into people who just absolutely destroy you, and it can cause you to go on a losing streak. And if you don't have confidence, that's double true. I mean, you're gonna have even less confidence than you did if you get dominated by one player, literally like one player. Just so you know, I went 2-6 this round. All of it was predicated on this one Osus, and I was seriously like about to message Myron and ask him, hey Myron, are you like time dropping me? No, it was Toast. I'll leave their YouTube channel down below. They're making a video on that game, which I would too. That game was crazy, so definitely go subscribe to them and watch it. It's gonna be a good one. But this is literally the game after that. So I go 16-0, I take a little break to help with my puppy, I come back, and I get dominated. First game, too. Like, it was brutal. Like, I got so just destroyed. Like, I might as well not have been playing. It was that bad. So, how do you have confidence after games like that? And that's a very good question, because it's super, super hard. Because it's not that simple. You don't just have confidence because you want to. It's something you have to feel. You have to know it in your heart. It's not something you're thinking about. It is a subconscious thing. So the way that I build my confidence back up after a loss that's so brutal is I start taking crazy shots. Like in the very beginning of this, you could see me. I'm like literally just jumping over buildings. I don't care. I'm making crazy shots. And so on Osis in particular, that's what I do. On other things, I'll wall peek and like I'll do some like jump shots like on Judix. If I'm having a bad game, I'll do something crazy like that. If I'm playing Scotty, I'll super jump into a pack of them. And like it gets my confidence back up because it's like, oh, if I can hit that shot, I can hit anything. Because remember, it's not actually about thinking I can do this. It's about believing you can do it. And I know that it might seem stupid, but those seconds that you hesitate when you go into a fight are really important. Also, why can the Ruby thing see you through Osa smoke? That's really stupid. I'm just saying. But the thing is, sometimes you're going to take some pretty crazy shots, you'll hit a couple, but you're just not on. You are not playing the way you should. And with Osis especially, and also things like Vincent, if you're not doing good early, get off of it. You are hurting your team, you're not helping. And so, that's exactly what I did. I went to a Scotty because obviously I was not on with that character. And you know what? I had a pretty brutal loss. It's okay to have your confidence shaken. If you have it on one character shaken, go to a different one. Right there, I remember that they had Judix and Ruby, so I didn't want to fling in there, especially with the Scotty as well, because Scotty can web you and you'll insta-die. So I went ahead and webbed myself back into my team. I didn't want no part of that. And we also have a good healer and a good tank. I realized that early on. So I really just wanted to play with them. That's another reason I chose Scotty over something like a Judix. If you have a good healer and a good tank, you want to be in the mix with Scotty. It is the most fun thing you'll ever do. You'll get so many kills, especially if your tank and healer are protecting you. And once you start getting some kills, they usually will just naturally protect you without you even having to ask. They realize you're getting all the kills, and they're going to just heal you and protect you like with their shield. So it's really nice, and I had an amazing set of people working together, so that was fun. But yeah, so basically, we're out here and we are trying our best just to get everything going, and Vincent hits us in the back. Rough. But we get some pretty good air on our super jump, and we are able to turn around with the web to get us a little more distance. And right here, my teammates are not in position for me to go in. I have my ult up, so I'm basically the key to getting this, and I know it. And as soon as I see that shell ult, I know our time is now. The second he teleports in, that's the sign that I should go in. Even though none of us are really talking, it is just obvious that that's going to be a good play. And right here, all I want to do is web this guy so he can't get to the cart. I ended up missing the web, but you know what? It works out. And right here, I had the worst time ever at the start, so what I did, confidence play. Jump in the mix, insta-kill the shell, pure confidence. And again, I had no reason to be confident. Toast absolutely destroyed me. Like, I went 16-0 thinking I'm on top of the world. I go help my puppy and come back, and I go 2-6 and lost every Osis battle that I had every chance to win. Like, that's not great for the confidence. I mean, everyone has bad games, but that was something else. But then I go in, I hit that insane play. I'm making sure I'm in the mix. I ain't hiding around with Osis. I'm making sure I'm there. Mostly because, you know what? The game's basically going to win no matter what. I mean, we have a good tank, we have a good healer, and we already stopped him a little bit. So, like, I don't really care this game, like, what I do, because it doesn't really matter. So I can really make these, like, hero plays, and it's really important to make sure if you're going to do this that you wait until, like, you have, like, a good lead, and you don't want to screw your team over, basically. But I already know that we're going to win this no matter what, so I'm going to take every confidence play I can, every ego chow, anything that can just make me think, okay, I'm him. Like, I can make any play. And the thing is, that's going to make you believe it, and it actually helps you do it. And then you're going to shoot faster than them because they're going to hesitate. They see that you're making these kind of shots, and the thing is, you're shooting before them already because you have no hesitation, and they do have hesitation. And, dude, I thought I was going to kill that shell. I was never getting that shell. But luckily, my teammates were there. I go ahead and just turn around 180 quick scope into the Sindri, and that's how I gained my confidence back. I put myself in bad situations and got out of them. that's not always the best thing to do. I really want to emphasize that. Like, you need to put yourself in challenging situations for your skill level. Do not put yourself in the same situations I'm putting myself in, because I practiced this game. I had no friends except for Myron and Jordy, so, like, let's be real. I really have no things but playing this game. I play it all the time. So my skill level on certain things are going to be like higher. You need to play at your skill level and your confidence level, because if you try to do what I'm doing and it doesn't work, it can kind of have the opposite effect. So try to make sure you're doing something that's hard for your skill set, but something you can do. Because you want to be like, oh, I did the hard thing I can do. And it kind of helps you stay grounded while doing this, because you do not want to be stupid. You want to be confident. There is a difference between the two. I know that I can only make certain shots. Right there, I go ahead and throw my smoke. I'm not trying to face this Scotty who's going to chase me down like he's been doing all game. And then right there, I knew my teammates had the Gloria. I just go ahead for the Ruby, make sure he's low for him, and go ahead and just try to get their shields down. And then we're just basically rolling these guys. And there's nothing they can do, because I'm hitting shots, even though I didn't hit the shots in that one game. If I was playing them this game, I don't know, it might have went different. But that's the thing. You can easily lose your confidence in a bad game. Even me. But, hey, put yourself in the situations to get it back. And also, if you're angry, walk away. You do not have to play games right now. Just walk away, regain. And that's what this map's all about. It is the regain. You do not want to get down on yourself and kind of get in a defeatist attitude, because that is the worst thing possible. Because you're going to go into every situation shooting slow, and you're also just going to have a bad attitude. You're going to be negative about things, and that never works out in these kind of games. You need to have that confidence, and you just need to be a more positive person. You'll get mad less, and when you're mad and you're not thinking clearly, that's when you make the real mistakes. So this is why I have a 90% win ratio. When I have a bad loss, I come back with it, and I make sure that I regain. Hope this helps, and hope you all have a great day.